gonna be cool. How's that? Let me see. Am I live on? Um, Let me see here. Let me make sure. Go live. I don't know. But hold your questions because this is going to be a doozy. Trying to go live on my Facebook. I have a Facebook page for the Doberman site. And I don't want to go live on my personal Facebook because that's family and friends. And sometimes I can get a little, so I want to make sure that I go live on the European Doberman stud page. Live. Here we go. Let me see. I got a lot of shit to talk about. Use the camera. Go live. I think I'm about to go live. And describe. Oh, here we go. Part on YouTube, Facebook, and one of my favorites, Instagram. Oh, you seeing my body change. I'm trying to get into Mr. Physique, so I'm looking different. Carb cycling right now. I'm doing 3 lows, 1 high. I'm doing a bulk lean. My coach is getting me right. Jabbar, he's good people. His woman Gigi does my meal prepping when I'm not meal prepping. So let's get to it, because today is going to be just as animated as yesterday. So here we go. I am not a breeder. I only supply stud service. So with that being said, let's go. Now, yesterday, I went off on a tangent, and I get very garrulous and loquacious, but passionate when they talk about stud dogs. So I've been getting hit up in the inbox about this one particular male that is sweeping the nation. Let me type it in. And again, I'm not that catty type guy that talks shit about other people's dogs, because if you talk to anybody about their dog's the best. Their dog's the best. And I feel the same way. My dog is the best. There are some imperfections about my dogs, like there are with others. But I'm trying to get to the site because I want to be able to talk about what I'm looking at the same time. Here we go. I want to go to his actual site. Let me type it in. Doberman. Here we go. Now, yesterday, I was a little bit fucking pissed off, and rightfully so. I've had a few people just a couple, who have bought dogs off of my dogs. who has bought dogs off of my dogs, who's had Dobermans prior, and see the difference in the drive, the temperament, and the overall stature. The intangibles is the heart, the temperament. And I was talking to a trainer named Oscar Mora of Elevated Canine, and he trains a lot of my offsprings. I refer a lot of good people. You know, finding a trainer is to find because you'll find yourself going through 2 or 3 trainers to get the right one. And Oscar knows my bloodline. He's from Elevated Canines. He's training this one dog named Max off of Brody. He said, man, Max is a real serious dog. And that's coming from a trainer who started with Cane Corsos. And Cane Corsos are no fucking jokes. You know, they're the dog that maimed that lady in San Francisco many years ago. I think they're the dog that also maimed Bing Ram's housekeeper and killed her. So these dogs are serious fucking dogs that are designed for, they're guardian estates dogs, but they're designed to take flesh off of your ass, not superficial wounds. When they bite, the pounds per square inch on their pressure is twice of that of a Doberman. You know, you're talking about 3,000 pounds per square inch. We're talking about almost bone crushing strength. And so if he says Max is a serious dog, that speaks volumes to me because he, of all trainers, know how to evaluate dogs. With that being said, I got hit up. This one lady hit me up, very nice lady, beautiful lady. And she said that I got a dog off a name. I called him yesterday. I called him the Hunted, but his real name is Hunter. And again, I'm not here to talk shit about nobody's dog. I don't do that. That's gigabyte gangster bullshit. This I put my name on. I'm not talking shit about the dog's looks, the size, his heart, or even the guy who owns him, who's always walking around with no shirt on in the wintertime or riding around in the Range Rover with the dog. I'm not talking about him. I'm not throwing his ass under the bus. I'm speaking facts from my perspective, and I'm going off of my own volition. So I'm getting all these calls about, oh, I got to get a dog from Hunter. Got to get a dog from Hunter. So what the fuck? Let me look at this goddamn Hunter pedigree. So he has his own website called hunterdoberman.com. So I go there. I said, oh, his pedigree. He's from Sador. Sador, Pride of Russia. Beautiful dog. Proven. He'd been in my camp. I would love to have a dog off of him. But Pride of Russia bloodline is from Del Nasi. So if you want to start holding people jock straps, you need to hold Del Nasis because they're the one that created Feder, who created Sador. Because this Hunter dog just came up on the scene like, oh my God, Hunter's this, Hunter's that. Let me do more research. I'm that kind of guy. I'm an educated Negro, went to college, you know, got student loans, paid it off. So my twin brother always said reading is powerful. And my twin brother is a Rhodes Scholar. He's graduated from college in 3 years, skipped 9th grade, et cetera, et cetera. I wasn't that academically gifted. I was more physically gifted. With that being said, my wheels started turning. Like, who is Hunter? You know, because every year or two, there's a new dog on the scene in Eastern Europe or Northern Europe that is sweeping the nation because the people optimize him. That's what I do for my dogs. I put them online as puppies all the way up to adulthood, optimizing. Before Hunter, there was Colt, D. Pelinera. Okay, D. Pelinera is Alonzo is from D. Pelinera. Alonzo's father, which was Alonzo's father was named Fidel. Fidel D. Pelinera, Alonzo. So I know the bloodline. So Colt D. Pelinera was the stud dog. Before Colt, there was Oscar Z. Paduku. And Brody's father wasn't as big time known, but he had came from good bloodline. His father's name was Arthur von Murkison Leo. Top dogs. So this hunter dog, I get to it. I read it. Now, if you guys don't know, all of my male studs have to have a college degree. And in college degree terms, we're talking about titles. They got to have a fucking working title. I'm gonna get some obedience titles. That's a given. But I got to show that my dog is proven under pressure. When people go to the police academy, they get threatened, they get talked down on, they get physically, through physical training, pressured. Even in the military, you go through all this rigorous physical training because if you can't take it under a controlled environment, you can't take it in an uncontrolled environment. So they start weeding people out. So you notice a police academy class starts with 50 strong, and then at the tail end, you're looking at less than half. So all my dogs have to get a protection title, whether it's French ring or Schützen, which is now called IGP. Sigmund is going to get his IGP. Romeo is going to get a ring sport title with Larry Hansen. And Albin Walos, who's training Sigmund, who's trained Brody, is going to be getting a hold of this wildfire dog I got named Casanova. Super fucking high drive. He's an apex dog. He don't like other dogs. He's dominant as shit. Like probably the most dominant dog I've ever had in my life. So it's really hard to keep them separated when food is out. Even though I'm separating them in kennels, caged off, he still want to suck up all his food and try to attack the puppy for his food. And he literally can't go through the fence. So super dominant dog, super strong-willed. The breeder who I got him from, she has another litter she's going to be breeding next month. Her female is an IPO 3 dog. So this may be the first time where I get a female. Usually I keep studs. But Via Felicium is going to have a superior fucking breeding. And to me, when you have a strong female, the strong male is a given. It's hard to find good females that work. But anyway, I get to this hunter dog. So when you compete for an IGP or an IPO, or what was called Schützen, the dog has to be a minimum age 16 months to get into the competition. Minimum 16 months old. That's a year and 4 months old. Hunter's born October 2018. 2 years. I look at his achievements and understand this, people. Over there in Europe, people just can't breed dogs for shits and giggles. Unlike AKC here, you can just breed 2 untitled dogs and you can have registered litter. Over there, FCI don't allow you to breed any dog unless they have some kind of title, whether it's puppy title, show title, confirmation title, whatever the fuck, ZTP, whatever. That's why you see a lot of these breeders have puppy titles on them, because once you get a title, now you can register them through FCI for breedable rights. So I see that he got an IGP 1. That's the IPO 1 title. Man, he must have been kicking ass to get that, because in order to get that, you got to be 16 months old. You telling me this motherfucker got that shit done in 2 years or under? Hell, Brody couldn't even fucking do that shit. And the dog got to learn how to track. So my wheels start turning again. Why is there no, and then the lady hit me up, or the guy hit me up, I ain't saying no name because he's my dude. So yeah, I said, Hunter's a nice looking dog, but I don't know if he works. See, a dog got to work to stay in my camp. See, I paid child support for 19 and a half years. There's no way I'm going to have a dog that eats more than me, go to the hospital more than me, shits more than me, and you can't contribute to my household, not having it. I don't need pets. I got cats for that. My dogs have to contribute to me. And I'm going to give them the best they can get. I'm going to give them all they need to be the most productive, positive, obedient, protection trained dog in my house. So I'm looking at, the dude sent me 2 videos of Hunter working. All that shit is on harness. When you got an IPO title or an IGP title, that dog is doing all that protection work without a leash, without a harness. So don't send me no videos of somebody holding some dog back and a decoy is walking with shorts on with a sleeve like this all the way, like, here's a sleeve, here's a sleeve, here's a sleeve. I don't want to see that. Ain't fucking working. It's almost like 2 people getting in a fight. Somebody holding a guy back by holding his t-shirt. Now, if you really want to get at somebody, the t-shirt is coming off, whether it's being ripped or torn, or he's taking his shit off. So when you put a harness on a dog, that's his cape. That's his symbol of strength. That's why when you see people walking dogs with harnesses, the dog is pulling. You put a collar on his neck, he ain't pulling no more. He's like, oh. He's tightening up. His butt cheeks get tight. So the videos they send me is of him being held back on top of a table or on the ground while somebody agitates him with a clatter stick and a soft ass sleeve. That is not work. My puppies do that shit. I got 2 pups. They're not even 6 months old. They doing that shit. They're on harnesses being staked out. Lewis Wims of Black Mass and my guy Sharif at This Is What We Do Kennels. That's instinct, man. That ain't fucking work. So you're going to tell me that this dog, as much as this dude go online taking pictures with beautiful women with his shirt open, with the dog as if it's a human, in the restroom with the dog, on a yacht with the dog, in his Range Rover with the dog, and you ain't got one video on YouTube of his IGP title trial. You ain't got nothing. Go to that website, HunterDoberman.com. Not one fucking video of him in competition, running blinds, doing dumbbell work, doing a figure 8 in your obedience portion of your BH, doing tracking. See, I put that shit online from my dogs so you guys can see what he's doing. My shit is transparent. You get to see them obedience. You get to see them tracking. You get to see them running blinds. Hell, I got Brody's IPO 3 competition on YouTube. He failed 3 times. He blew tracking 1 competition. He blew obedience in one competition, and then he blew a blind in his 3rd trial to get his IPO 3 title. And that was still on YouTube. I got a YouTube channel. But you're going to tell me this guy sending pictures of the dog doing protection work, 3 clips, 10 seconds long, on a harness? Do that shit. Do it. Have him do a barking hole, goddammit. I want to see the video. So he's advertising on his list on HunterDoberman.com. If you click on, when you go to titles, the first thing you see is this flyer. It says BH and IGP. No fucking video. You videotape everything else when you're sleeping with the dog. I'm tripping here. So I considered to be trendy. I said, you know what? Before I get Romeo, let me get a dog from Hunter because he looks nice. Hunter's father is Sador. I love Sador. Rest in peace. And let me tell you the scam. I'm not gonna say scam. Let me tell you the setup. How you first of all, you're gonna pay 6 or 7 grand for the dog. You don't know which puppy you're gonna get because he tells you which puppy he's gonna pick for you. So that means you go to a used car dealership. You give Mr. Used Car Dealership all those shady McGrady motherfuckers. You give them 7 grand, say, here's 7 grand. You pick the car for me. Fuck that. No. If I'm gonna buy a car, I'm paying the gas, I'm paying the insurance, I'm paying the vet bill, because they go to the vet almost every quarter for something. If their poop is running, we thinking something's wrong. But you're gonna pick out my dog for me. You don't know what the fuck I want. You don't know what I look for. And people here in America, this is America? Yeah. People here in America are going for that banana and the tailpipe. You are falling for that. That's bullshit, man. You get it. Listen, anybody who gets a dog from my dog know what the fuck they're getting. And they're usually 92% of the time are happy about what they got because they got a Corvette that they can use on the highway sometimes. People, if you want a puppy off of dogs like this, surely because of the looks, I get it. But historically, the dog was not bred or designed to be a showpiece, a conversation. It was bred and designed by Louis Frederick Doberman as a personal protection dog. He was getting threatened when he was doing his tax collecting back in the early 20th century. I don't know. So he cropped the ears as an intimidating factor. And he put in all these dogs, the terriers, the Rottweiler, the giant schnauzer, all this type of different DNAs to make the one superior dog. You got to be cognizant of what you're getting. I've had a couple of dogs. I've been breeding Dobermans for, I've been supplying stud service for 11 years. And I've had maybe 3 dogs returned only because the people said, oh, the dog runs everywhere. Well, he's part Greyhound. Oh, he's tearing up my yard because he wants to work. Oh, he's just high energy. That's what the fuck you asked for. Today's Friday. I got a guy coming in named Mike Mungo, Mongo. He's an artist, but he's a huge animal lover from East Coast. He has a European Rottweiler, and we're going to collaborate this weekend. And he has a very nice YouTube channel, high quality content. If you're an animal lover and you love Rottweilers and Dobermans and working dogs, subscribe to his channel because I'm going to be on there. Also going to do another documentary with Zeke at Dogumentary, because I'm not in this shit for the money. I'm in it because I love the breed, and it gives me something back that sometimes humans can't, which is love. So if you're going to get a dog from anybody, you pick out which dog you want. See, picking animals out, it's not like having kids. When I had my kids, I couldn't determine what color, hair texture, height, complexion, sex. You are dealt with what you are given by the hands of God. You just pray that they're healthy with no physical and mental issues. But when it comes to animals, you pick and choose what you want in your camp. So I want to hear that shit where you bought a puppy and 6 months later, oh man, it's not really what I want, but I'm attached. Motherfucker, get that dog to somebody who is not gonna have any guilt, any second thoughts, and who has a better purpose. Because you're gonna always be second guessing yourself and justifying why you still kept them. I had a dog named Blaze, which was Alonzo's grandson, Brody's son. 92% of the time, dogs come out like fire. They come out acting like Brody, looking like Brody. Even when I breed to quasi decent females, the puppies come out really fucking nice. That's when you got a good stud. Sigmund's the same way too now. All his puppies are coming out with that Rottweiler head and that temperament, that super hyperness. So I had Blaze for 4 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks. Got his ears done at Blitchco, spent top dollar. What would you say, Sykes? You're not in it for the money? Okay, I need all the stud service money from you now. Hell no! It pays my DirecTV bill. It pays these motherfuckers raw food diet and Costco. Supplement pills. Protein powder shakes that I drink. I put on their food too. Hell no! I need a little cash too. But I don't know what I was about to say, what I was saying, but at any rate, people, let's not get caught up in the. Okay, Blaze. So Blaze is a pretty good looking dog. And he was just lackadaisical, laid back. And this is the first time I actually picked out a dog that, without testing them, like putting them on the ground, watching them eat, seeing who's the predator, seeing who's the pack leader, or who's the docile, who runs from shit, or who runs to shit. I didn't do that because I trusted that the female was Alonzo's daughter, and the sire was my dog Brody. This motherfucker wouldn't, when his stitches came out of his ear and everything, when he was back running, he would not come to me. I had Larry Hansen come by the house because I was going to do a ring sport with him. And she had to literally lay down on her back in my front yard for this dog to even respond, to come up to her. He didn't trust her. I said, this motherfucker got to go. Because I'm not going to battle with that shit. Listen, I have a time clock. My dog's got to be up and fucking running and trying to get ready for a title at 12, 13 months of age. That's why Al Benuelos starts tracking these dogs as puppies, because it's a lot easier and simpler. I started tracking with Brody at 8 months, and he went through a metamorphic change where we had to starve his ass, because when you're training a dog how to track at an older age, he has to work for his food because he's hungry. With puppies, they're eating and putting everything in their mouth anyway, so it's easier. But at any rate, I sold that dog to a family in Vegas who had a better purpose. They just wanted a pet to get along with the other female Doberman, and they're happy. So people, when I say this, don't get caught up in the fucking hype with how the dog looks. Yeah, looks are important, but what's in here is more important. I get rid of. Before I got Alonzo in 2010, I had got 2 other dogs prior. I had got a female from this breeder in fucking Arizona. I think the site was called King Doberman or Arizona King Doberman, some shit like that. Warlock size dogs. I was like, okay, I'm impressed. I've been hearing this warlock shit. So I saw a picture of this one female. She was by herself. And I asked, why is she by herself? Oh, we was going to use her for breeding. Little did I know the bitch was skittish. Little did I know, yeah, she was a big female. but they sold them to me with limited AKC, and I had to prove to them that the dog gonna be titled, trained, and then and only then they give me full AKC. Motherfucker, you're not cleaning up that dog poop in the backyard. You're not paying for the vet bills. You're not paying for the premium dog food. I deserve to have the rights to my own animal if you're not going to contribute to his financial well-being every month. So I don't want that contract with you. So I got fucked on that. Sold that dog. Then I got a dog from a breeder in LA, Bickerstaff Dobermans. My guy. So I'm going to say this nicely. Big, tall dog. But that motherfucker wouldn't go after a rag if you put peanut butter on it. Didn't know what I wanted. So I thought by training a dog to have drive was the way to go. A dog either has it or he don't have it. So, you learn from, I want you people to learn from my mistakes so you won't be flipping these dogs trying to get that one particular dog, because nothing's guaranteed with these animals anyway. You may get a dog that's super superior as a pup, and as he get older, he slows down. So, get back to Hunter. I'm gonna let you people still get screwed out there where he picks your dog for you. You give him $7 fucking grand, 6 or 7 grand. I don't know if it's 6 or 7 grand in euros or 6 or 7 grand as American money. Because if it's 6, 7 grand in American money, and you got to convert that shit to euros, motherfucker, you're gonna pay more than 6 or 7 grand because the euro is much stronger than the American dollar. Do that conversion. I think it's 50 cents on every dollar. So if you buy something that's $1, you got to add 50 cents on top of that. That's taxation like a motherfucker. Take your time, like SOS band. Take your time, do it right. Everybody is trendy as fuck. I want a dog now. I want a dog for care. I want a dog now. Dude, don't make the mistake I made because you're going off fucking pictures. You ask these people, send me videos. Send me videos of them eating. I want to know who's gobbling this shit up. I want to see them playing. And I've been fortunate enough, especially with the breeder in St. Petersburg, Russia, St. Krill, and also Via Felicium, where they sent me videos. I demanded that. I was like, I'm not going to, if I have a problem, I'm not going to fly over there and try to kick up some goddamn snow. Okay, thanks. Something about Sanjay. 7 grand for male, 6 grand. That's fucking, but is that euros though? Or is that how much total? Because if that's 7K euros, you're looking at money. Take some questions. Sophistication 108. Breeders love to try to co-own your dog. They're like, prove to me. Yeah, you know what? And the motherfuckers who do that are the motherfuckers who don't even have titles or have their dogs done. Obedience. A lot of them. Not saying all, but a lot of them. Because there's no such thing as all and everything. Oh, 7 grand US. That's still a lot of fucking money, man. I mean, none of my dogs ever cost that much. And I've been fucking lucky. But I know who to buy from. So Dragons_World20. That's crazy because I think that's for the dog only. And then you got to pay. Oh, snap. You fucking right. That's where they get your ass. That's when you're going to bend over and you're not going to get no kind of lubrication. 7 grand for the pup. But the shipping's probably going to be 13, 15. Yep. Got him. Got him. Nigga, you just spent 10 grand on a goddamn dog you can't pick. And then you got to pay custom brokerage fee. 200, 300. And then depending on what invoice the broker writes up for you, I tell my brokers to put down, I paid $1,000 for the dog. You got to pay 10% on whatever the invoice is. Ha, you didn't know that. You better have your own fucking invoice or ask the custom broker to make you one that says $1,000. Because you're going to pay, dude, Round that shit up, man. 9 to 10 grand for a dog that you don't get to pick out. Is that fuckery or what? I'm just calling it what it is. Listen, I'm just the man that sits next to the man. I don't know what to say. And he's getting it. He's getting it from you guys, people. He's getting it from you guys. Yeah. And when you listen, I'm not a hater. I don't play one on TV. And people know me that if I'm talking shit online and I have a beef with you, something personal, then we're going to have a beef in person. I don't run from shit. So the Gigabyte gangsters want to talk shit. You know where I'm at. Come to Compton on Saturday. Bring your fucking raps on your hands because I boxed for 25 years. It's going to be the first time I use my fucking skills in a long time. I will take the shit to the streets if you want it that way. So I don't say shit that I can't back up. With that being said, take your chances. People send me pedigrees all the time. So what do you think about this? Look at the parents. All this show shit, man. That mean they can stand still. I want a dog that you can't keep still. This is crazy. I'm still tripping on HunterDoberman.com. You click on the word title. He has BH and IGP. But when I go to his videos and photos, not one fucking picture of him in an IPO trial. And you guys are fucking cool with that. I don't give a fuck about the puppy shit. All these puppies are cute. Everything he got has a one. Listen, okay, I'm gonna look. I'm not a dog trainer, but I've been training long enough. I know how to train my own dog. I don't want to train nobody. One photo, this motherfucker has. First of all, the harness he's using is made out of Velcro. Then he has a prong choker and a fur saber, and he's biting a soft sleeve. Get the fuck out of my face with this. Better bring his ass to South Bay Malinois if they're going to either fight or flight. This is crazy. And you got a decoy agitating him while he's being held up. This is bananas. No videos of his trial competition. No trophies, no certificates. And you motherfuckers are going for that. So now, there's a lot of dogs out there probably. This is the one that I'm pinpointing on because people are hitting me up about, well, your hunter works. Motherfucker, this ain't work. This is agitation. And he's probably in defensive mode. You put a goddamn decoy running 20 miles a minute towards this goddamn dog on a courage test, he gonna turn the fuck around. This dog gonna turn around because he ain't never seen that. Look, 8-second videos of him doing bite work. 10-second video of him on a table. You bring him on a South Bay Malinois, we got a real motherfucking table for you. And you don't see it on TV. This shit right here is Stockton La Brea on top of a table. We use a table in public for obedience. This ain't no table work right here. This is show and tell. I might as well bring my own toys to school. This is show and tell. And when you go live with him and you ask him questions, all of a sudden he don't know how to read English. I'm drinking sugar-free. You know, a brother like to have grape. Hey man, this shit is crazy. People need to wake the fuck up. If they ain't got no YouTube shit of them competing, as much as they advertise, I want to see trials. I want to see the handler's name. I want to see the fucking decoys, the judges, all that. Make this shit, you know what? Make me feel good, man. Play me a little bit. Harness. Oh no. See, I've proven my shit. I spent 12 years building this shit up, showing that my shit produces better shit to produce better shit. People, for me, and this is only me, I'm not going to have a gun in my house with no bullets. I'm not going to have a working dog who can't work. Why do you think a lot of people are going towards Malinois now? Because them motherfuckers are fire. It's a given. But it's hard to find Dobies that work because the shit been watered down. We Americans get caught the fuck up with Altobello, all the big pretty shit. Motherfucker, I need you to maim and murder a motherfucker and let me know somebody's coming in my house and gives me a good 8 seconds to grab my goddamn gun. I don't want you being pretty about it. Yeah, Malinois fucking work, and it's just a predisposed DNA. It's really hard not to see a Malinois who won't work. But Adobe, you got to be looking for that goddamn pedigree, man. Yeah, man, this is sugar-free, 0 calories. I'm on that health shit. You know, I'm 50 this year, so I got to luck I'm 30. Got to have some self-esteem with my shit. Sophistication 108. Always capitalize the dog's name like he's the best dog around. Hunter isn't playing around. Meanwhile, Hunter is high-pitched barking at high pitch. That's some scary shit. That's some scary shit. High pitch. Yeah, buddy. That's suspect too. And you gotta look at the owner. The owner maybe babies the dog too much. I know back in the day, I used to let my puppies stay with Lewis Swim and Black Mass. Lewis had these motherfuckers like Ad Sag and shit, and you're gonna earn your food over there, and he puts the funk in your ass. So now you didn't have somebody to realize if the dog's worth a shit or not, because you got a guy that's gonna make this dog or analyze the dog if he's personal protection able. So South Bay Malinois, yeah, not all Mallows work. They're watered down. Yeah, they are, but you know what? It's easy to find a good breeder who sells working dogs. Like your dogs, the black ones, they work. We know they're gonna work, right? But it's hard to find breeders who breed Malinois that don't work, because they know that for their dog to sell, they gotta have some workability in that ass. But it's really, you know, yeah, Crescent Lore. Yeah, I got some good litters coming up. I mean, I got some bitches I bred to already. I don't speak too much on it until we confirm pregnancy 30 days after conception. So stay posted to my post. You'll see. Hey, you're right, Sykes. Hey, guys, if you guys in the local LA area and you want to get your dog evaluated, you want to probably do PSA. Like I have an offspring of mine owned by Nemesis Kennel. The dog name is Deuce, Polly Deuce. He's going for his PDC, his entry-level protection title, PDC, through his PSA trainer. That's what it's all about, man. Getting the best out of your fucking dog. But if you want to get some PSA training, join the club, or just basic obedience or protection, check out Sykes. He has his own field over there in Compton on El Segundo. You can follow him. It's called South_Bay_Malinois. Again, people, I would never say nobody in LA or in the world can tell you that I say I'm a trainer. I'm not a fucking trainer. I ain't took no bite works. I ain't took no stitches. I ain't took no falling on my ass. I ain't got jammed. I can't put those stripes on me. Now I know how to do that shit, and I do it my own, dog. But I'm not gonna take away what these guys do for a living, what I'm doing for a hobby. It's not happening. I'm not coining that shit. I'm not a trainer. I'm a part of a club. Anyway, people, it's 11:40. I've been getting phone calls, but I had to get this thing out here. When you go to HunterDoberman.com, you click on titles, and you're getting food. And don't send me no more fucking videos of this dog working on a harness. I don't want to see that shit no more. I don't want to see that. Don't ask me about them. Get fucked. Have a great time getting it done. Let this guy take your cash. You know what's funny is, when it's time to ask for the money, his English is perfect. But when you hitting him up on questions, I don't understand that step. Oh, I'm like, man, Mork and Mindy shit going on. So I'm like, I'm not. You know how to reach me, people. You got my number. Don't give me stupid ass questions. You know, I posted a couple of litters online. The most recent one, lady wants 1,800. The female's half American, but the puppies look phenomenal. So that's why the price is different from normal. But I put all the contact info of the breed. Don't fucking call me. I said don't call, don't text, don't mental telepathy to me. None of that. All the information is up there. Anyway, I'm gonna stay strong. You stay safe. Wear your mask only in public. Because I tested for the antibodies and I had the shit. Didn't even know. But if you work out, you drink plenty of water, you stay healthy, don't drink too much Skol. In the South, Mississippi, we call that liquor. You'll be fine. And again, I'm going to end this with my old cliche saying. If you don't have any working line, you hear me? You hear me? You're wasting your time. Cut the camera off, man. Get the fuck on out of here.